Good evening, guys. Once again, it has been a long day, so I will try to get through this fairly quickly. I know I said this last video, but I figured I'd say it again. I will not be recording next week. I won't be near my phone or anything. I'll be on a trip, so don't expect anything from me for that period of time. But going back to this, this is a 1 hour order block. The trade today was pretty chill, actually. I just screwed it up because it happened a little bit later than I'm used to. So I'll explain it in a second, but it wasn't anything too deep. Yeah, right here. I was looking for this order block's top two quadrants to get respected, as always, and this move didn't mean anything to me. Nothing happened that I could trade off of, so I didn't trade this. It just wasn't a reasonable entry. And then this over here was an actual entry that I could take advantage of. And so right here, there is a market structure shift right here, a change in state of delivery, no, right there. And then there's an order block on the backside right here that we tap into. So, but once again, this happened at 8:07. My classes started at 8:15 right over here. So there's a few reasons for why I got stopped out today when I should have made money, lots of it, but it wasn't a whole lot other than the fact that I was having breakfast with my girlfriend and I didn't want to be on my phone, and I entered right here. Hang on, let me see if I can just pull this up real quick. Yeah, I entered right here off of this order block. I entered a little high, unfortunately, and I saw it go up, and I kind of just assumed it took out this high. It didn't, and so I brought my stops right here. Had I recognized that this high hadn't been taken out, I would have just kept my stops down here, and I could have let it ride until it took out this high, and then from there, it went to my exact take profit, which was this previous day high, all the way up here. So I missed a, 140 point move, I think, was what it was. Yeah, 140 handles. So it's unfortunate, but that was the trade of the day, and I entered at the right place. I just bumped my stop losses too soon, or my stop loss too soon, so that was on me. I did only trade with one contract as well because I hadn't even opened my computer this morning. I was all trading off my phone. I was like in the middle of getting breakfast. It wasn't like a great time to be trading, so I entered a trade. It was quick, it was easy. Nothing really happened. Lost like $15. Nothing crazy, but yeah, it should have been a trade that I made money off of, but I kind of fucked it up, so that's on me. This is our first position for value gap. We were below this. We were in the order block. We were under 830 opening price, and we were under the radio trading hours opening range gap, and we hadn't filled it yet. So there was like a bunch of things in my favor, as usual when I take trades. And so, yeah, no, that was all good in my opinion. There wasn't really a whole lot to complain about. Afternoon session was not great. It wasn't my ideal kind of entry. We had this drop all the way down here, which ended up disrespecting a bunch of, I think it was like a 4 hour? I think it was a 4 hour, I'm not totally sure. 4 hour order block, I don't feel like marking it out, but it ended up disrespecting it, so there was no reason to trade it into the afternoon session. So that was that. Afternoon session didn't look all that great, but other than that, it looks like, I don't know, like if we look at this on the 15-minute, just on a higher time frame for a little bit more perspective, I don't know. This looks pretty bearish in my opinion, and this new day opening gap hasn't been filled. It's actually a valid thing to keep track of. But this looks pretty bearish. We didn't come up and take out this high. We respected it, so we're respecting it even more here. So I don't know. I know yesterday I was talking about how we might be reaching a reversal. This price action today makes me think even more so in that case that we may be reaching a reversal. So I'm not totally sure. On the 1 hour, this is just one huge wick from here to here, just one enormous wick. So Yeah, no, I don't really have a lot to say off that. We'll see how price opens up tomorrow. Fridays aren't always great, so not a whole lot to say there. Back almost at $100 a barrel. Interessante. Um, but yeah, I think that's it for me today. I don't really got anything else for you guys. Oh, it was a pretty chill day. Um, yeah, I just didn't really have the option to trade this morning because I was preoccupied with other stuff. So not a big deal. Green for the week. It's been a good week. Monday was a little. I think it was Monday. Let's see. I think Monday was a little fucked up. Yeah, this was the 21st, so 2 days ago. So Tuesday. Tuesday was a little fucked up. Must have not taken trades on Monday. Oh no, I took trade Monday. Took trade Monday, lost $400. Wasn't super upset about that. I was just I lost the trade. It is what it is. This was a complete disaster in here. Complete disaster. These and then yesterday was good. So today should have been more money made, but I was preoccupied. I have a life, so that is what it is. I'm not complaining. Comes with all of its complicatedness and whatnot. So sometimes it gets in the way of trading, and that's just how it is. But certainly not upset about it. It was a great day. But yeah, no, I'm tired. I'm gonna go study for my AP test that's coming up. So I hope you all had a fantastic day. Hope you all have a good rest of your night. I will see you all tomorrow, and stay safe out there.